What's good, sports family? We have a breaking news. Yes, when you see this video, it'll be yesterday's breaking news. The New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers have made a semi-blockbuster trade, you want to say. And these were the players involved. As a Mets fan, I'm really excited because the New York Mets received Freddy Peralta and Tobias Myers. As the Brewers, they received Jet Williams and Brandon Sproat. And let's get into it now. So, pretty much the Mets' motivation is they need an ace and elite starter. New York struggled with pitching consistency in 2025 and missed the playoffs. Adding Peralta gives them a true frontline starter. Push for contention. The Mets are a win-now mode, trying to retool pitching staff that lost free agents and fell short last season. Peralta strengthened the rotation immediately. Myers added MLB innings and bullpen spot starter flexibility. Now, as for the Brewers, their motivation is control and cost. Peralta is entering his final year of his deal and likely walk in free agency. Trading him now let Milwaukee get valuable talent rather than just risk losing him for nothing. And last but not least, farm system boost. Jet Williams and Brandon Sproat are both highly regarded prospects. Their addition improves Milwaukee's long-term depth. Now, I'm going to give you guys pretty much their stats. Their career the last year. So we're going to start for Peralta. Peralta 2025 season, he had 17-6 record, really good. ERA 2.70, strikeout 204, innings pitched 176.2, ranked top in wins and among leaders in strikeout. Career summary with the Brewers, multiple solid seasons, all-star appearance, known for high strikeout ability and frontline starter production. Now, Tobias Myers to the Mets, mostly bullpen usage in 2025 after some starting experience, around a 3.15 ERA and 188 innings in prior big league work. Exact recent MLB stats vary, but is seen as useful depth potential contributor. Now, for the Brewers, Jet Williams, one of the top prospects in this Mets system in AA and AAA with a .261 average, 17 home runs, and 34 stolen bases, showing both power and speed. And Brandon Sproat to the Brewers, another highly pitching prospect, 2025 minors with a 4.24 ERA, showing improvement in future rotation potential. So, the Mets add immediate ace and MLB rotation help, Peralta and bullpen depth and Myers to push playoff contention. Brewers get cash in on valuable but soon-to-be free agents by restocking their farm with two highly ceiling prospects and help extend competitiveness long-term. Now, I'm going to give you more detail of each of these players. I know some of it might be the same thing I'm repeating, but I want to give you guys a little bit more information about what these players bring to the organization. So, Peralta, frontline starter, pretty much the number one and number two. I clearly think the number one starter for the New York Mets organization. Elite strikeout ability, power fastball, wipeout slider. Consistency gives the Mets a pitcher who can dominate lineup multiple times through. Big game experience, has pitched in the playoff race and pressure situations. Why he matters to the Mets, pretty much stabilize their pitching staff, takes pressure off younger starters and the bullpen, since the Mets have young starters that are still, rookies, I would say, and also who are new to pitching in the starting rotation, and changes how team game plan against the Mets offensively. So, overall impact, rotation anchor, and tone setter. Now, Tobias Myers, a right-handed pitcher as well. He brings in pitching versatility, can serve as a long reliever or spot starter. So if the Mets need him as a starter, if someone needs a rest or there's an injury, they can put him if they have to. Innings eater, he protects the bullpen over a long season. Cost control depth, valuable at 182 games grind. So he's able to go in long innings, long time throughout the season, which is awesome for the Mets. Why he matters to the Mets: insurance against injury, allows flexibility with pitching users, and useful in double headers and bullpen heavy weeks. Depth, flexibility, and stabilize. Now, Brewers. Jet Williams, infield prospect, highly energy, dynamic position player, speed and athleticism, can impact the game on base and defensively. Middle infield versatility, can play shortstop or second base. Top of the order potential, gets on base, creates chaos. Now, why he matters for the Brewers? So, fits Milwaukee's model of athletic, controllable talent. Could be an everyday starter with 1 to 2 seasons. Replace some of the offensive spark lost with a veteran leaving. So, future everyday infielder with speed and upside for him, overall impact. Now, last but not least, Brandon Sproat, right-handed pitcher prospect. He brings power arm with starting upside, projectable rotation piece for a future, and developmental upside. Brewers are strong at pitching development. Now, why he matters for the Brewers? Long-term rotation depth, cost control pitching during a competitive window, and potential mid-rotation starter or high-leverage bullpen arm. So overall impact, future rotation or bullpen weapon. So yeah, guys, that is the trade. Wow. At first, when I looked at it, I'm like, man, I like Brandon Sproat. I like Jet Williams. But I can kind of see why, because we have an already stacked farm system. The Mets have a better outlook of what they think compared to what we think, because they're around these guys all the time, so they see what their flaws, what they bring to the table. And, you know, like I said, I was a little bit like, man, I want them. They're really good. They're like number 3, number 5 in MLB prospect pipeline. But then it's like, all right, when is Jet Williams really going to play? When is he really going to play? We don't know. We have no idea. You know, he has some injuries here and there. As for Brandon Sproat, yes, he, you know, something in him can definitely be an MLB player. But we have so much prospects in a farm system. We're like one of the top 5, I think, or top 7 in MLB in prospects. So I'm like, all right, I guess it's okay, you know, to get rid of them. But then when I looked at what we got in return, Peralta, an all-star pitcher. I know it's a 1-year deal, but you bring in a pitcher that will definitely be number 1 in your starting lineup for sure. And then you got Tobias Harris. Talk about basketball. Tobias Myers. He's a really good bullpen piece. Definitely can help big time. I know the Mets just recently signed a player in yesterday's video, which also helps, you know, keep the bullpen intact. So you have the one that, I think his name is Garcia, if I'm correct on that, but you have him, the guy that you signed yesterday, on top of Myers. In the bullpen, it helps the bullpen stay intact. It doesn't let the other team give up. Doesn't let the other team score any run, which is awesome. You have 2 veteran players. Well, 1 veteran player, the other one kind of young. 2 guys who definitely can hold down a fort in the bullpen, and I love that. Because the bullpen was kind of a slack the last couple of seasons. But, man, oh man, we have a very, very good trade right here. I like it now. I really like it. Now, I hope the Mets sign Peralta long term because he's in last year of his contract. Now, as for Myers, I'm not really sure, but if they can extend Peralta like now or even at the end of the season, awesome. But if they don't, it's kind of like, man, come on, man. But for Myers, his contract, it looks like is currently pre-option. Something with his contract. It sounds like it's a 1-year deal too. Yeah, I think it's a 1-year deal too. So, I have to see about this because, yeah. So he did not have so he's on a 1-year deal. Well, actually, yeah. So, I think I'm wrong with that. I might be wrong. Yeah. Well, actually, I have to look more into detail of that. It's a little bit confusing what I have up right here. But, yeah, guys, I think this is really awesome for the Mets. We're going to be much more competitive now. We have finally an ace. No rookie. No, someone we have to keep on worrying if they're going to give up runs. So the last time we had an ace, it was DeGrom. I think so. Was it? Yeah, I wouldn't count Max Scherzer. But I would say DeGrom was much more reliable one. That was it, yeah. Because Max Scherzer was injured and, it doesn't really count, I would say. But Peralta's amazing, honestly, pickup this trade. Tobias, amazing bullpen arm, definitely need. Wow. I don't know why the Brewers always do this, though. The Brewers always do. They always get rid of their best player, Devin Williams. I forgot what the other starter pitcher was. Now, Peralta. I know you're not a big market team, but why do you do this? But, hey, man, they're a small market team. What are you going to do about it? But I love this move for the Mets. I'm going to get a little bit detail about the Brewers. I don't want to keep talking about the Mets. I'm a Mets fan. I'm going to hype it up a lot, but the Mets did awesome. Let's move on to the Brewers. Brewers get prospects, number 3, number 5 prospects in the MLB pipeline. They got some growing to do. They might play in a year or two. I'm not completely sure. Maybe they'll rush them up a little bit more to see how they do. So I can't give you they're going to do amazing. We have no idea when they're going to start. They're just trying to build up their farm system even better. And they do just by adding these 2 prospects. Wow. And I think the Mets won this trade easily. The Brewers before wanted 4 prospects or 5. The Mets were no. And so many other teams are we're not giving you that many prospects. But now the Brewers are all right, let's just get something. And they did that. So, yeah. Sorry if I'm really hyping this video. I was coming home on a subway and I'm I need to make this video ASAP. I'll post it tomorrow. I'm not going to post it right now. I'm going to post it tomorrow. And here we are. Peralta comes to the Mets with Harris. And, not Harris. Why do I keep calling him Tobias Harris, bro? Tobias Myers. I keep thinking Tobias Harris from NBA. But yeah, the Mets get those 2 players, and the Brewers get the 2 prospects, and Jet Williams and Brandon Sproat. And yeah, let me know in the comments who won it, who lost it. Do you love it? Do you not like it? Who do you think the Brewers should have gotten instead in this trade? Who do you think the Mets should have gotten instead of this trade? Let me know. Come on, Mets fans. You got to be excited for this. I'm excited. Let's go. And I'll see you guys in the next video.